that's on the way. All right, and he's giving you the advice, the counsel, the instruction on how to get prepared for those things, so you can have mercy in that day.
That's it.
When you are in trouble, I will mock you when disaster takes over you. When calamity overtakes you like a storm, when disaster engulfs you like a cyclone, and anguish and distress overwhelm you, when you cry for help, I will not answer.
The scriptures also tell you that the Most High is with you while you be with him. But if you forsake him, he's going to forsake you. So a lot of Israelites are about to be forsaken because they did the same thing to the Lord. He's only reciprocating the energy.
Facts.
Though they anxiously search for me, they will not find me. For they hated knowledge and chose not to fear the Lord. They rejected my advice and paid no attention when I corrected them. Therefore, they will eat the bitter fruit of living their own way, choking on their own schemes. For simpletons turn away from me to death. Fools are destroyed by their own complacency. But all who listen to me will live in peace, untroubled by fear and harm.
Right, you get, hey, certain people that came across this platform and ignored it, you know, they brushed it off. Y'all, these guys are, you know, they've been out there forever, always talking about the same thing, you know, it never happens. They've been talking about the same, about the return of the Lord forever. The wars, there's always been wars. Okay?
We've been in our last
Yep. So they choose to ignore it. Like I said, brush it off, continue with their dumb shit. It's gonna be a time when they're gonna be seeking the prophets. Because the prophets are the voice of the Lord. They're gonna be seeking the man. They're gonna be on the YouTube trying to look up GMS.
So they should run to and fro.
They're not gonna find the Lord. Okay?
What's happening, man? Good, man? Sure, man? You good? Okay. You got it,
Oh, that was it? Yeah, that was it. So, yeah, you choose to ignore the Lord's counsel, all right? You didn't count it as worthy. Well, you're not going to be counted worthy. When you're in your distress, when you're in a life and death situation, people love to call on God when they're dying. Oh, God, save me.
Yep. I won't do it again.
What do you think's gonna happen? Your ass gonna be ignored. You're gonna be calling on Jesus, all kinds of names. Let your wife call you a different name. See how that pisses you off.
In the scriptures, they only have one scenario. That person about to die, they repented to the Lord. That was the male factor. That you can't do it now. As the Lord called you, you gotta get on the good foot, man.
It says, before judgment, examine yourself.
Yeah.
And I was gonna say the scriptures tell you if you vow a vow to the Most High, defer not to pay it. A lot of Jake, because at one point we was all calling on a false name. But the Lord, he knew our sincerity, and he eventually revealed his true name unto us. But you got Jakes out there that when they get in trouble, when they get into some shit or a dire situation, or their life is at being threatened, they want to be like, oh God, please just get me out of this situation and I'll do this. Or I'll get my life together. And then when they get taken out of that situation, they get delivered, they completely forget about what they said.
Go right back.
They forget about the promise that they made to the Lord. You saying those words, that's a vow. If you get me out of this, I won't do it again. I won't do those actions no more that got me in this situation.
I got something real quick. Ecclesiasticus 5:7. Make no terror to turn to the Lord, and put not off from day to day. For suddenly shall the wrath of the Lord come forth, and in thy security thou shalt be destroyed and perish in the day of vengeance.
Right. Let me secure this bag real quick, and then next month I'll go to the camp.
Might not make it.
You don't know if you're gonna have next month.
Okay. see
Hey,
that.
you remember when DMX showed up at
Atlanta.
who was that? HOI?
I think so.
HOI? Yeah, DMX came out there, was listening.
He said he knew.
He said he knew the truth and everything. That nigga died like a month later.
Yep.
Yeah.
Literally a month after that, the Lord took him out. You know?
Brothers did lessons saying knowing is not enough. You know, it's like, yeah, you know you're Israelites. A lot of Jakes out there that know that they're Israelite, but what are you doing? How are you serving the Lord? How are you making yourself a living sacrifice? How are you, how are you repenting daily? You know, it's just not, oh, okay, I know, now I'm good. Like, nah, ain't nobody good until you on them chariots.
Like I
Facts.
said, in your security, you're gonna be destroyed because you got too comfortable. The verse above that, it says, concerning propitiation, be not without fear to add sin unto sin. Propitiation is atonement. A lot of Jake, they got this Christianity mindset, thinking, oh, the Lord, He died for my sins. No, He didn't die for your sins. He only died for the sins of those who are going to repent, man. And in the flesh, will fail along the way, but will continue to fight and seek to do better. Not for those who just gonna be comfortable in their sin.
Right, that's the point. You procrastinating to turn back to the Lord is you pretty much prolonging your lifestyle in serving the flesh, and you justifying it. Basically just trying to live out the world in the fashion of it.
Yeah.
You know, when you turn back to the Lord, it's a whole entire mind and lifestyle change.
Yeah.
It doesn't mean just, all right, let me hurry up and get to a camp. No, it's more to that. When the Lord wants you to make a turn to Him, He wants you to change your mind, how you think, how you're behaving, your conduct, your manner of being. If you just procrastinating, you just still going to continue to live in the manner that you're used to, which is basically in a life of sin. You know? I'm gonna still lace these blunts up. I'm gonna still eat my swine. I'm not gonna change.
Still gonna bang.
Yeah, I'm gonna still throw up my set.
Yep. That shit.
Yeah.
Still claim whatever black I don't own.
Right.
I'm gonna just hold on to a little bit of a nigga.
Yeah.
No, man.
They wait, and then they wait till something tragic happens,
It's too late.
and then even still in.
Man, Hoover, the Edomite.
Yeah.
Hoover Street. That's an Edomite, man. I remember looking that up a long time ago.
Yeah, appreciate it. There's Luke 12. Luke 12, and I'm gonna start here at 16. And he spake a parable unto them, saying, the ground of a certain rich man brought forth plentifully, slacking. And he thought within himself, saying, what shall I do? Because I have no room where to bestow my fruits. And he said, this will I do. I will pull down my barns and build greater, and there will I bestow all my fruit and my goods. And I will say to my soul, soul, thou hast much goods laid up for many years. Take thine ease, eat, drink, and be merry. But Yahweh said unto him, thou fool, this night thy soul shall be required of thee. Then whose shall those things be which thou hast provided? So is he that layeth up treasure for himself and is not rich towards Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. That's the point. You know? Hey, his priorities was elsewhere when it should have been focused on the mission, man. You know, he had plans of, oh, I want to do this. Hey, I see a vision. You know, Jake always saying they got a vision. Or we got a plan to build Israelite communities. You know, to build Israelite production companies, man. You know, I got some land. Hey, that's what Jake planned. They said we gotta build our kingdom in the kingdom, in this kingdom, you know, which is completely off, man. Hey, but
Underground railroad.
yeah, like, come on. Hey, what were you saying, Elder?
No, that was it.
Yeah, that's the point, man. You're supposed to be prioritizing this truth. If Yahweh Shema Shah put the spirit upon you, you know, to preach and to understand, this is your number one duty. We're indebted, man. That blood of Yahweh Shai is not a little thing or matter, man. This is talking about a purity of the unblemished lamb, man. You know?
Come.
So our duty is to preach
Yeah.
in wholeness and sincerity and in truth. Anything outside of that, hey, you're going off, man. Now we understand we still have duties to do as men upon the earth. You know, if you got jobs, kids, so forth and so on. Hey, but you're still supposed to be focused on the mission, man.
That's it.
You put another mission above Yahweh Bashim Yahshai's, as you read it, as we heard it. He said, "Fool, thy life is required of thee this night, man." So that's what it is.
I got one too.
Yeah.
This is Luke 14, and I'll start at 16. It says, "Then said he unto him, a certain man made a great supper, and bade many,
Yep.
and sent his servant at supper time to say to them that were bidden, come, for all things are now ready. And they all with one consent began to make excuse. The first said unto him, I have bought a piece of ground, and I must needs go and see it. I pray thee, have me excused. And another said, I have bought 5 yoke of oxen, and I go to prove them. I pray thee, have me excused. And another said, I have married a wife, and therefore I cannot come.
Hey, what Gorilla say? He was like, yeah, y'all gonna see me talk to bitches. You know? That was what he said is gonna be on his channel now. A part of his that is him macking, so to speak, man. That's the wrong spirit to be in. Right, bro?
Trying to be a pickup artist.
Yeah. He said, oh, now I'm not contained in a box no more.
He's giving life advice.
Like, what?
Anybody?
Yeah, he's in the process of rebranding himself.
Yeah.
That's what he's trying to do. Clean up his image and rebrand himself. It's too late, man.
Right. That's the when the evil spirit leaves a man.
Yeah.
That's literally an example.
Alright.
This nigga now got an audition for Cook 22 now.
Yeah.
PT2.
Pitch yourself, man.
Cut 22.
That's crazy, man. That's crazy.
From chief priest to begging to be on the panel.
Demons.
Yeah. Demons.
Sit up there gossiping. That's against the scriptures. Them niggas sit up there gossiping.
Yeah.
Any man that tell you that he's unlimited, you should steer clear away from him, man, because the scriptures is not unlimited. You can't just do whatever you want to do.
Yeah, the liberty in Yahushua is not unlimited.
Right.
That's what he's making it. You know? Scriptures say not to give occasion, use not the liberty as an occasion to the flesh. That's exactly what he's doing, turning the grace of our Lord into a cloak of lasciviousness.
Yeah.
Now, it's not just him. It's a lot of Israelites out there that's doing the same. The Genesis niggas, they not too far behind. Nope.
Yeah.
I was saying we were reading the book of Luke. Didn't they throw out Luke?
Yeah.
Yeah. They omitted Luke out the scriptures, man. Amongst other books. So yeah, we gotta listen to them niggas, man.
I'm gonna say you said Genesis right behind Team Cook over there. Funny because we already know what they're.
Y'all trying to get through?
We already know that that if they see him being successful over there, like him starting to make money and get a certain amount of attention, they gon' be like, yeah, I think he was right, and you can already see it. But knowing the deacon over there, he probably gonna try to keep this as a part of it to set himself apart. But that should let you know that everybody's watching. They gonna watch him, and they looking for the success or whatever the changes. Like we looking for the continual downfall. We're looking for rock bottom.
That's it.
From the hit rock bottom. That's what we're looking for the judgment. They gonna look for something. They look for something else to see if that's the way out. You know. So beware when you watch these groups, man. We've been warning you guys about these same names, and when the Lord is performing what He put the Spirit on us to be looking out for.
We told you
or gave you the example of what a prophet is supposed to do. We never put any gimmicks out there, any type of commercials, or it was nothing besides the word that we wanted, that gathered the elect, that wanted to gather the elect, that to bring you into this. You know, it wasn't like it's nothing but the truth, nothing but the word. Let the always say let the scripture speak. You know, and these niggas is making it about, and I'm calling them that because that's what they are. They niggas. They making it about everything but Yahweh Shai. What about Yahweh Shai? These niggas want glory. These niggas want fame. These niggas want to be somebody. What about Yahweh Shai? Yahweh Shai got to get his glory.
That's it.
You know.
That's it.
You know, so
when they was on that platform, on the No Jumper platform, I think Wack 100 said, you have a name. He said you have a name. And then I heard somebody else also say the same thing about him and Cesaria. Y'all have a name. And when I kept hearing that, I'm like, pretty much you dudes, you have a name in this world.
Reputation.
Meaning, you have a reputation. The Lord, he doesn't even have a name because his name isn't respected here. And the Lord even said back in his time that if I say I'm the son of the Most High, you won't receive me. But if a man comes in his own name, him you will receive. You got these worldly niggas vouching for you. You know? Nigga talking about I don't know, man. His countenance, man. His aura, man. He remind me of Jesus, man.
He posted it, which means he accepted it.
Yeah. How could you catch these things and not really like see that these are not true men of the Lord, man? These men are out for themselves. They only in this thing for their own bellies, man. Their God is their belly.
It's being revealed.
Yeah. Anything that's self-promoting is you know, to uplift your own selfish ambition,
to exalt themselves,
to exalt yourself. You're not a true servant of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, man.
Can I give a quick contrast? When a guy like that, what's your name? As soon as Sarnetter gave him the name, this guy, man, he's doing this and that. He's one of the Hebrews. You gave him that Gorilla Hebrew, introduced him like that on the platform, and he rolled with it. But the same type of thing was asked to Elder Mwatazak in LA years ago. He was like, "What's your name?" He goes, "Don't worry about my name. I'm here to exalt the Father and His Son's name."
Exactly.
That's the names you need to be worried about.
Yeah,
that's the difference.
You got your name. It's like, oh, where you get your name from? Oh, Apostle Tahar, he gave me my name, or this apostle, or this elder. You got your name from a nigga in the world, a non-believer at that. A nigga that believes in King Tut and shit like that, Egyptology. That's where you got your name from, and you ran with it.
But now,
it's reprobate, man.
You don't want to give honor to the only name that we're in this salvation.
Right. You on all these platforms, did the name Yahweh or Yahweh Shai come out once? No, hell no.
Yeah, we thinking about it.
They recording this. They recording this.
Luke 6 and 26. Woe unto you when all men shall speak well of you, for so did their fathers to the false prophets.
Yep. We've seen it before. And this ain't the end of it.
Yahweh Shai also said, you know, he that will come after me, let him deny himself and you know, bear his cross and follow me. You got to take yourself completely out of this thing. It ain't no, oh, I'm gonna give Yahweh Shai a little bit of glory, but I still want a little bit for myself. Man, we are nothing, man. That's what you got to understand. We ain't gonna be nothing until the kingdom.
And that's, hey, he literally used the priesthood to exalt himself over Yahweh Shai. You think about it. Still keep the law. We're going to animal sacrifice. You know. What do you say? Don't worship Yahweh Shai. When you saying all these things, that's, hey, you're not giving preeminence to Yahweh Shai. Neither do you believe in the order of Melchizedek. This same nigga said years ago that if he caught one of the apostles or brothers eating a turkey sandwich that happens to be made from thanks taken, he'd put you to death.
What? What?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, that's the same nigga that ordered a pegging kit,
Bro.
He said that he would put you to death if he got wind of you making a turkey sandwich.
Yeah, from the
leftovers of thanks taken.
Wow. That's creepy.
And now this nigga has the nerve to. I'm getting away from the Israelite community because they're toxic. You know, there's too many hypocrites.
Wow.
You the biggest hypocrite in all of Israel. What are you talking about?
Wicked as hell, man.
You was cosplaying priest.
Yeah.
You was cosplaying as a priest, man. A chief priest.
Cosplaying a heterosexual.
Yeah.
Matthew,
you was being what they call a beard. Y'all know what a beard is, look it up. You know what it means to be a beard.
A beard. Google?
Yeah.
Somebody gonna do a
real quick, I got Matthew 7. I'll just start at the top. It says, "Judge not that ye be not judged. For with what judgment ye judge, ye shall be judged. And with what measure ye meet, it shall be measured to you again." Just going off of that statement that was made about, he said, if pretty much if this was the ancient times, I'll deal with you. I'll take you out for eating a sandwich on that particular holiday, even though you're not worshiping it. Okay, well, what would be the judgment for you for doing those things?
Right. Exactly.
Yeah, man.
Got it. Beard.
Beard. Informal North American. Because they got the previous definitions. Of course, a beard in your face. And the other one's an informal U.S. A person who carries out a transaction, typically a bet. Now, it's the third one that the brother is referring to. A person who pretends to have a romantic or sexual relationship with someone else in order to conceal the other's true sexual orientation.
You can look hard. You can play the role.
Gangster, real gangster.
You can act all hard. You can stand, with that, when you try to just do the most, like you just try to put off that appearance, like you just a hard body nigga.
Your brothers know. Yeah.
We all know
Jake's in the world.
What you really is, man.
When Jake's in the world that's like that, that's hard. They nothing like that.
Yeah.
Nah.
They like a killer.
they gentle.
You would never know.
You would never know.
But this, you from over still, yeah. Like nigga,
Let me tell you a classic one that everybody should have picked up just out of the entertainment world.
Most sexual.
Rappers. How do they hide? How do they show their masculinity?
Tattoos.
With tattoos.
Yeah.
Getting a lot of that was a masculine thing in the 40s or whenever it was. When that became popular with World War II and whatnot. The Navy and whatever. But even then,
even in prison, it became like a thing.
But even with the sailors, I don't know if y'all heard this before. Did I tell you that one?
No,
you heard about it?
I'd heard about it.
What the I Love Mom is about? I love, because that was a popular I Love Mom tattoo. Man on man.
Yeah.
Because there's no women on the ship, and they're out to sea with nothing.
Yeah.
Stress, waves, seasick, no comfort. That was what it was, back then. So you seen like Popeye, I think Popeye might have it or whoever, but that's kind of what that was referring to. Now it became something after, but that's what it was originally set up for. No different than in prison when you sagging with your butt cheeks hanging out. That low sag that the average nigga wear nowadays, that thinking it's hard, that was a sign of something totally different in jail.
Welcome.
Yeah, like an advertisement. A real man, from what I hear, I've never been, but from what real men will tell you, you pull it up, you got them all the way up and tied up right.
Yep.
On your waist.
Yep.
So there ain't no that shows a certain other something about you without you having to say.
Against the wrong.
You ready to get down and whatever, you know, fight me, you know, whatever, depending on that situation. But a lot of people put them fake bravado images out there because they're truly hiding something on the other side. Something that they're trying to, it's witchcraft. They're trying to show you something over here so you don't look at where they're really vulnerable at. That's this guy. We should have known when this, let me stop. But I'm gonna say it, I don't care. This nigga probably like his hair pulled. Y'all know what I mean.
Yeah.
From the back.
Yeah, this guy,
I wouldn't be surprised. I don't know.
Yeah, he admitted that his father is a homosexual.
Yeah.
So, you know, the apple don't fall too far from the tree, man.
Yeah.
You know?
And he went up on there and he eventually denied, you know, being a Mo. You know, because basically what he was doing was to try to rebrand himself, to try to clean up the damage. Wack put him on the spot, and you can tell he was very uneased with how he was asking him those questions.
Never.
You know that, right?
Basically, what he's denying that he's ever been penetrated. Even though when the receipts came out, that he literally bought a device. That's strictly for that practice.
That's some sick nigga, man.
Unless you just wasted money and you know that wouldn't make sense. But and the fact that you still have to go and get therapy and all that, you admitted to that. So, but he's saying that he's not a Mo because technically
It was a woman or something.
we know that homo means sane.
Yep.
Right? So basically, if a man didn't do it, then that is absolve him of being accused.
But you got the party.
But the phallic symbol, the device that was allegedly used on you,
It's a man.
it's in the likeness of a man's
Sexual
pipe.
phallic.
Yeah.
On top of wanting to look on another man's nakedness while he dominates your woman.
Yeah.
Damn.
If you want a woman to play the role of a man, and that's your fantasy,
What did you?
that's the fantasy of a
Of a woman would think.
Mo.
Yeah, homosexual.
A hetero man, that wouldn't even cross his mind.
And after a purchase was made, it's no longer conversation. It's not you ain't talking about fantasy.
Right.
You indulge.
Purchase was made.
Hey, and what I liked about it, Wack didn't give a fuck about the same rules we talk about. Like, hey, like he's trying to go into that. Hey, what happened probably in the bedroom? That don't work over in that avenue, bro.
No.
You can't use that.
No.
We ain't gonna ask no further. Okay, man, but you hope you ain't doing no weirdo shit. In the streets, they don't go by no codes like we go. They got a whole different set of rules. So they're like, hey, did you really have that in your head? Like, did you really do that? And they was laughing like this nigga faking like he trying not to say he did it, but he can't truthfully just say, fuck no, I ain't ever did that. As he should have said, as any one of that hadn't had it done would proclaim and be ready to fight anybody to the death about it.
To even ask you some shit like that.
How dare you ask him some shit like that? But we cutting him off, not respecting him and shit. But your woman got receipts on this? Like, damn, bro, you just gonna press him the whole
Think
way?
about it is, them niggas knew the whole backstory prior to them going up there. You know, it was just, it's just folly, bro.
I got something. This is Ephesians chapter 5, and I'll start at verse 7. The point is in verse 12. It says, Be not ye therefore partakers with them, for ye were sometimes darkness, but now are ye the light in the Lord. Walk as children of light, for the fruit of the Spirit.
That walk is talking about the way you can. I'd like to know. Somebody look up that word for walk in the blue letter, because I'm pretty sure it's going to talk about your conduct of some sort, how you conduct yourself in the righteous ways of light. You got it.
For the fruit of the Spirit is in all goodness and righteousness and truth, proving what is acceptable unto the Lord, and have no fellowship with the unfruitful works of darkness, but rather reprove them. For it is a shame even to speak of those things which are done of them in secret.
That's right.
So the fact that we even have to have this conversation, the dude getting into all kinds of nasty, freaky stuff, right? This is unnecessary. But hey, you exalted yourself, you called yourself a chief priest, you know, you had like brothers say, you had a name, a reputation in Israel. Now look at you. Now look what we're talking about. Talking about you getting into some homo, freaky stuff. You know? It's shameful, man.
It's only how long you get perpetrated. You know, before the Lord pulled that mask off, man. That dude, you saying that Israelites are cosplaying, that's what you were doing at the time. You was cosplaying, man. And that's why you didn't want that out there. Because you was being an imposter, man.
Hey, the truth of himself, if I may, brother, the truth of himself is when he was crying, when the shit came out. That was the real truth. That was the guy. I ain't gonna go with his government name, but that was the guy. That was the real person right there. When he cried about it. Man, I gave everything for you niggas. Man, I love y'all niggas. That was the real guy. You know? I don't believe y'all did me like this. That was who the truth of it was. You said that.
Ecclesiasticus 23:18. A man that breaketh wedlock, saying thus in his heart, who seeth me? Question mark. I am compassed about with darkness. The walls cover me, and nobody seeth me.
This is a terrible fall, bro. Damn, this is the worst way to go out. You one of the most masculine men on the planet, appointed by the Most High, and this is how you go out?
You're a tough guy.
There you go. You got dudes walking around with assault rifles on their hip.
Yeah. Bulletproof vest.
Like them niggas, that's the Sakari right there.
Yeah.
Them niggas, that's the niggas right there. You know?
What need I to fear? The Most High will not remember my sins. Such a man only feareth the eyes of men, and knoweth not that the eyes of the Lord are 10,000 times brighter than the sun, beholding all the ways of men and considering the most secret parts.
Even when it comes to the excuse that he was trying to make, it was just something. It was a personal conversation I was having with my wife. We was, this is what we about. Okay, that's cool. You got your household, you and your woman, the things that y'all do in secret. That's between you and your woman. But it's a limit to it. It's a limit to it. You didn't once you crossed that line, you started offending Yahweh Shem Yahushua. That's not just it's not just secret dealings with your woman. Now you're offending.
Yep. There's a lot of dudes who are like, on the outward appearance, they're tough. They give up this persona that they're this, tough guy. But they're on the down low.
You're seeing they be in what you call a beard. Part of the beard is hiding yourself behind hyper masculinity.
That's right.
To hide what you really are. Whether it's tattoos, whether it's muscles.
Yeah. That's it.
Whether it's you got an entourage, you deep. You gotta have a bunch of crew with you.
And hot guns and shit.
And then in the ancient world, it was hiding behind fringes. The border of your, the enlargement of the border of your garments. The Lord called them whited sepulchres, man.
Dead man's bones on the inside.
Full of extortion.
Beautiful on the inside.
Yeah. Full of dead man's bones.
Inside the cave.
Yeah, man. You full of deceit.
Yep. Man,
even Even King David, he said, I will not know such a person.
Man.
You know, was that Psalms 101, I think? Where he says that basically I won't be around dissemblers. What is a dissembler?
Person.
Yeah. Say separate.
You want me to get it?
Yeah,
Psalms
somebody-
101? 101, you said?
Yeah, the 101st chapter.
Yep.
Oh, I got the definition.
I'll start at the top. This is Psalms 101 and 1. I will sing of mercy and judgment unto thee, O Lord, will I sing. I will behave myself wisely in a perfect way, and when wilt thou come unto me? I will walk within my house with a perfect heart. I will set no wicked thing before my eyes. I hate the work of them that turn aside. It shall not cleave to me. A forward heart shall depart from me. I will not know a wicked person. Whoso privately slandereth his neighbor, him will I cut off. Him that hath an high look and a proud heart will not I suffer. My eyes shall be upon the faithful of the land, and they that may dwell with me. He that walketh in a perfect way, he shall serve me. He that worketh deceit shall not dwell within my house. He that telleth lies shall not tarry in my sight. I will early destroy all the wicked of the land, and I will cut off all the wicked doers from the city of the Lord.
No, go to Psalm 26. I think it was that one.
It pretty much hit it on
Yeah.
what it said in there.
Psalm 26, the point was at verse 4.
4, 5 is I have not, this is Psalm 26 and 4. I have not sat with a vain person.
You can start at the top.
Top con. Psalms 26 and 1. Judge me, O Lord Yahweh. I have walked in my integrity. I have trusted also in the Lord Yahweh. Therefore I shall not slide. Examine me, O Lord, and prove me. Try my reins and my heart.
And the Lord, he does that. He'll put you through situations where your integrity and character will be tested. Everybody.
Yeah.
When the scriptures say in Sirach, when you come to serve the Lord, prepare thy soul for temptation. He's basically warning you. I will test your reins. I'm gonna try your character. He did it to Job. He did it to David. He did it to all the men who the Lord received as his sons, man. And we seeing how you niggas are moving and operating. Oh man, we seeing all the flaws, man. Your character, the deceit, the fake humility. It wasn't real.
Yeah.
Now the pride and arrogancy is just oozing out.
Scary right there.
I get go along with that. This St. John 3 and 21. But he that doeth truth cometh to the light, that his deeds may be wrought. Excuse me. That his deeds may be manifest, that they are wrought in the Most High.
There it is.
Yeah, that's it.
See, if you was a man of character and integrity, even back from years ago when you committed other offenses, where Israel had to pile in on you, you would have took the low back then and humbled yourself. But as time went on, you got even more proud because you were still able to carry that gorilla name. You still was able to carry what you were seeking for. A bunch of yes men, praise, attention, clout, and apparently money too. And as long as you was receiving that, you wasn't thinking about, oh, I'm finna leave the Israelite community. I'm getting away. I'm denouncing the Israelites. Why is it now that your ass been casted down and entirely exposed, and now you know that you don't have nobody to grift from? Now all of a sudden you want to leave. Now everybody's a hypocrite and everybody's toxic now all of a sudden.
Damn hireman.
You mean to tell me you came up, you made that analyzation after the fact.
Right. How convenient.
Right. So
Verse
that
3.
you failed the test. You failed the test, man. Your reins, your heart, all that was tried, and we see how you operate. We see the pattern of your behavior.
How low you gotta be? That's to me. That's a walk of shame. Pulling up to the studio or the warehouse, where the fuck that shit is at, and then having to walk up to the mic, and be like, yeah, I'm the Hebrew, you know, and answer them questions like that to them guys.
To them.
Exactly.
Like that don't feel like a walk of shame to you. They gonna use you as the Charles Barkley. Y'all know how they do Charles Barkley on that show.
He'll be the new mascot.
Comic relief.
Just like Crip Mac was.
Yeah.
The Joker.
Oh, extra nigga. Now he's the Hoover Crip version, but he's the Hebrew version of that. Use this nigga as a fucking court gesture on their platform.
Esau is going to use him.
Yeah, he's like the Sharif.
Yeah.
He's gonna be the Sharif of no jumper. You know?
They got every kind of nigga up there.
Yeah.
They may have a Muslim nigga. They probably already had a Muslim nigga up there. I don't watch this show, but you know, they probably had a Muslim nigga. You got a Christian nigga. You got a Hebrew Israelite nigga on there. You know,
And all they gonna do is just still talk about nigga shit.
That's it. That's
Gossip. Anything that's gonna pull in viewers for entertainment value.
The butt of the joke.
Because that's the only people that's watching that platform are people that's trying to seek entertainment. They're not finna click on no jumper to get edified. So if you seeking a job over there, you exactly where you belong.
Right at home.
Hey, the scripture said it would have been better for you to not have known this truth.
Yep.
You know, you would have been better off not even knowing this, man.
God. Yeah.
So we know that when the Lord opens up on you, it's gonna be brutal, man.
Oh.
Shucking the job.
Yeah.
Want me to continue in that Psalms 26?
Yeah, please.
Psalms 26 and 3. For the loving kindness is before my eyes, and I have walked in thy truth. I have not sat with vain persons, neither will I go in with dissemblers. Dissemblers, yeah.
You shall not sit with vain persons. The fact that he has that complex.
Oh yes.
You know, I can't cut my hair off. I gotta look hard all the time.
I can't cut the world off.
Yeah.
Can't cut the hood off.
Yeah. That's because there's something there. There's a void that he's trying to fill because of the emptiness.
He said, I haven't denounced. This nigga said, I haven't denounced the hood. Like, you supposed to denounce that whole lifestyle when you enter into this.
Exactly.
You supposed to denounce like you said. You say denounce the world.
No, I said he said I never.
You supposed to denounce the world completely. You supposed to say I don't deal with them niggas. I hate that lifestyle. I hate the person I was, but he embraces it because in his mind, in the mind of wicked niggas like him, they think being a gang member makes you somebody. You part of something. You part of a deaf style, a deaf culture.
And he thought that's what this was.
Yeah.
He was hoping that's what this was.
And he was looking at all his little captains and officers. Those were his little homies.
Yep. He the OG.
He the OG and they his little homies. You know?
I got the definition for that word, dissemble.
I think Assad understood that later.
Yep.
And I think that's part of it. And so did Akah. I think they begin to understand that. Like, nah, we second fiddle to this guy. No matter what he into and what he do, he always gonna son us at some point. So we should go do our own thing. It's almost like they talked about it because the timing of it was perfect, right? The split off happened perfect.
The word dissemble means to put on a false appearance, consider
To be a beard, basically. False appearance, man.
conceal facts, intentions, or feelings under some pretense.
I get Philippians 1. Because there's a lot of dissembling in Israel. He ain't lying that there's a lot of hypocrites in Israel, but he was one of the biggest ones.
Yeah. And face him.
You know, that's the cattle calling the pot black.
Yeah.
You was a hypocrite.
Mm-hmm.
You know, when you look up majority of the encounters with the chief priests, all those encounters were all negative.
Yeah.
The chief priests were adversaries to Yahushua.
Yeah.
They were part of all those councils to try to trip up Yahushua or to get him, you know, send him to the Sanhedrin to bring him before the Romans to be in prison.
Dang, they'd be him reincarnated. Yeah.
No, go up like around 15. Yeah.
This is Philippians 1 and 15. Yeah, verse 15. It says, some indeed preach Hamashiach, even of envy and strife, and some also of goodwill. The one preach Hamashiach of contention.
Yeah, that rivalry, competitive spirit. You know, they get into that whole knowledge Olympics spirit. Yeah, let's debate. You know, let's have a debate. Let's see who has the better knowledge, or who has the better word salad. You ain't preaching Yahushua in sincerity, man.
In a topic.
Hey, none of us died for Israel.
Right.
None of us were perfect in our entire life, and then died on the cross.
Exactly.
So what is there to compete about? We all are unprofitable servants. But guys get caught up in that spirit.
Yeah.
Read that again.
Some indeed preach Hamashiach, even of envy and strife, and some also of goodwill. The one preach Hamashiach of contention, not sincerely, but supposing to add affliction to my bonds.
Yep.
The envy and strife.
Misguided ambition.
Yeah.
You know, some type of self-motive.
Mm-hmm. The envy and strife is that whole debate spirit too.
Yeah.
You know, you want to debate the Christians and like.
Yeah, to make a reputation.
Yeah, make a reputation. Yeah.
That's why you're doing it, and then it generates money.
Yeah. Feed
Go
that
ahead.
flesh.
It says, but the other of love, knowing that I am set for the defense of the gospel.
Yep.
What then, notwithstanding, every way, whether in pretense or in truth, Hamashiach is preached, and I therein do rejoice, yea, and will rejoice.
Yeah, like either way, I mean, we know your true intents, but Yahushua is still being preached. You can't do nothing against the truth before it. And eventually, if let's say the Lord has sheep that end up coming into the truth through one of these false prophets, but that sheep happened to be of the elect. And the Lord is going to have it to where he's going to have some level of discernment where he's going to know that, okay, you're a false prophet. I'm going to go and keep searching. I'm going to keep listening around until I hear the true prophets, the true servants. Like when he said, my sheep hear my voice, they follow me. They hear not the voice of strangers, but will flee from them.
John 10.
So even if you one of them fake, what we talking about, a dissembler, and people are starting to gravitate because they like how you speak. If some of them are the elect, they're gonna eventually be brought in, but the Lord's gonna remove them from you, and the Lord's gonna move them to find the real true servants, the prophets.
That's it.
You know, the Lord can do that.
Sure can.
All right. But dudes like that, he was clearly a dissembler.
That's it.
All right, he got found out, man. So now that costume came off, now he's embarrassed before the nation, so now he has to flee. And that was a quote analogy. Well, it wasn't an analogy, but to Zaryak, he compared when Adam got exposed to the other tree, and the shame was seen, so he covered himself with them leaves, that apron. That's pretty much what Alazar did.
Damn.
You know, I gotta hurry up and cover myself up and get up out of here. Because everybody just seen my nakedness.
That's why he cried.
Yeah.
He knew he had to leave.
Yeah, man.
No humility.
None.
You think a guy that did that, he would want to hide himself, be in show some type of remorse, nothing. He's back on the platform with his face out, showing everyone ain't nothing changed.
At the Passover.
Like, come on, bro. You know
Sick.
what I'm saying? Like,
He should have just got off the internet
that part.
and just talk.
Just talk.
Pray.
And fast.
Yeah. But the things we're saying is a cautionary tale of what you should do versus the example of what you shouldn't do is what he's doing.
But it shows you that these guys were going into the scriptures just to debate, studying the scriptures just to cut people. They weren't going into the parts in the scripture where men of the Lord show humility, men of the Lord show faith, men of the Lord were brought to a lower level. You know, they might have read the stories, but they wasn't truly in the spirit, and teaching. Because when you read these things, we're supposed to, see ourselves in those positions. We're supposed to model our lives after the great men of the Lord, our forefathers, and learn from their mistakes. These niggas are just, go ahead, study this scripture, study this word, so when we do this debate, we'll have all our precepts in order. Like, man, y'all was pump faking. You can't pump fake the Lord. The Lord knows.
Exactly.
That's it. You can grab that, bro.
Sirach 1 and 28. Sirach 1 and 28. Distrust not the fear of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai when thou art poor, and come not unto him with a double heart.
Hey, come not unto him with a double heart. Don't come with a conflicting mind, man, where you think you're gonna be able to live a double life. You're gonna straddle the fence. And that's what he tried to do. A lot of these dudes, they do that. They try to straddle the fence, where they're trying to ride the fence of the truth along with this world.
Right.
Eventually, you're gonna crash like that, man. You're gonna end up crashing, man.
Verse 29. Be not a hypocrite in the sight of men, and take good heed what thou speakest. Exalt not thyself, lest thou fall and bring dishonor upon thy soul.
Man, when you exalting yourself is pretty much when you accept these flattering titles from men, when you're getting all this praise from men, when people see you as this cult of personality, and you accept it, you let it get to your head where now you become heady and high-minded, where you could say shit like Elder Apostle Tahar needs to retire. He needs to retire. He's too old. It is a sin to disagree with me because I'm the chief priest. Show me in the Bible where it says it's a sin to lie. Tell me where I'm sinning.
These are just a few examples. This is like a few examples that brothers could think of off top. Like, man, brothers been going back and forth with this guy for years, and it's rebuking this guy, and it's not personal. These guys, it's emotional. They take it personal. Like, look, man, we looking out for your soul. Because if, and the elect, the sheep. Because there's men that follow Israel that see you as a leader, man, we're here to tell them, like, that ain't the way.
He spent a lot of time trying to prove himself, trying to justify his actions, trying to pretty much debate, man. That's what liars do. They go the extra mile to try to convince you to believe them. somebody that's coming in the spirit of sincerity and truth, they're just gonna give you what it is. They're gonna be who they are, and they're gonna leave it. You know, it's gonna be that.
That's it.
You ain't gotta do extra over-explaining and try to, you know, no, you don't have to do all that.
Exalt not thyself, lest thou fall, and bring dishonor upon thy soul. And so Yahweh discovered thy secrets, and cast thee down in the midst of the congregation. Because thou camest not in the truth to fear of Yahweh Bashina Shai, but thy heart is full of deceit.
See that? Like the brother said, man, you can't fool the Most High, man.
Nope.
He ponders the heart. He by him actions are weighed.
Mm-hmm.
All right. You can betray one thing to man.
Yep.
The Most High is looking right down into your spirit.
Mm-hmm.
You can see your exact motives, your intents.
Yeah.
All right.
That's correct.
He can see. He sees it all, man.
Yeah.
Eventually, if he see you trying to play him, he gonna pull that mask off, man.
Go out you, yeah.
He gonna strip you. And that's what happened to this dude, man. Now this nigga now he's turning in his application to no jumper.
Auditioning.
Huh?
Auditioning.
Yeah, he's auditioning. He's pitching now. Pitching for a position on no jumper. Lord can, this is what the Lord can do to you, man. That's very humiliating to see, and it's very disgraceful. You know. That's why it says in Sirach 3, the more greater thou art, the more humble thyself. Now, apostles and elders, they're where they at because they didn't let what the Lord gave them. They didn't allow that to get to their heads. They remained humble the whole time.
And continue to preach, continue to teach, continue to go out and teach. Because a lot of the men that were with him in the old school, they don't go out no more. They don't go out on the street and you know stand for 3+ hours sometimes in different type of elements. That shows humility. It's like, you know, I don't know how many GMS camps it is, but it's a lot. And the apostles can sit back and say, well, they got it. You know, hell, my men are out there that are under me. You know, I still do the work. Like, no, they like, you know, we're going out. Well, is the weather's bad? Okay, we're gonna do a lesson, 3 hours in the house. Oh, okay, let's drive around. We're gonna do a lesson in the car.
Yep.
Every week. Oh, we can't go out Saturday. We're gonna go out Sunday. You know, they not hot. You know, they always tell you. What they tell you, we just men. We don't levitate. We trying. They men like us trying to get receive salvation. But of course, it's an order. It's an order to this, and they're at the top of the order right now. And you know, and like the elder Malcolm says, they're the leaders of Israel on the earth. So, but we see the humility in them that they out there. They through the elements. You know, it gets hot, it gets humid in New York, it gets cold, and these men are up in age, but they still out there doing it.
Yes,
we young men still. When our feet hurt, and our knees hurt, so how much more them? You know, when they were men, they were on construction sites and all that type of stuff.
Yeah, the apostles are pushing health.
Yeah,
pushing health to us. You know, eating right, taking your herbs. You know? That's a good thing, man.
That's what a king should do. That's all. I'm gonna just throw that on the side. You know, as respecting these temples that were given, man. These temples house the spirit of the Lord in them. So if you had like Solomon's temple, you ain't gonna make sure you got groundskeepers and you know you ain't gonna do upkeep on it. Same kind of idea, you know.
Those are
the best you can.
Those like for those you kind of said it. Those are characteristics of a true leader that leads by example.
Yep.
You know that doesn't just show humility sometimes, all the time, where they're consistent with their character.
We got some precepts up there.
Proverbs 26. Yeah, it's Proverbs 26:11. As a dog returneth to his vomit, so a fool returneth to his folly.
Right, but apparently, according to him, he never left the folly. He's still that nigga. Anybody know me off camera know I've been this way
Right.
the whole time. Out of words of his own
Yeah,
mouth.
how you boasting of that, man? Hey, and that's the thing, man. Every brother, all of us know that we're filthy, man. None of us are perfect, you know? But it's in the humility and where we're begging Yahweh Shai for that forgiveness and to continue, man.
That's it.
Because we're all messed up. You know, every brother got as Elder Yashimon would say, every brother got dirty draws, man.
Yep.
You know? And knowing that, you would think you would be more humble about it.
Yep.
Like, hey, man.
That's it.
He, like you said, he never changed though. When you never change, you're still that same nigga, man. You know?
It's Revelations 3:15.
These are precepts that kind of came up as you were speaking.
I know thy works, that thou art neither cold nor hot. I would thou wert cold or hot, so then because thou art lukewarm and neither cold nor hot, I will spew thee out of my mouth.
That's basically referring to what the brother was saying. You got half holy, half Hebrew, whatever, you know, the hood or whatever the phrase goes, with 1 foot in the world, 1 foot out. You know, you got to be all the way out as much as you can. You know, and it's a mentality, and that's the thing. The looks of it was that he was out, but the internal, where it really counts, is where you're supposed to be out. That's where he was always in.
Yeah.
That's the opposite, because you can fool men on the outside because you got fringes in the border of blue, and the way that you bring the lingo for the through the Bible and the Word, but your actions is what should show you.
Hey, to Lambeck, that shows you he never really examined himself.
Yep.
You know? Because when you examine yourself and the Lord is messing you up, hey, you take heed of where those guidelines or where those bounds are, man. Hey, because not every brother has the same length of rope as well. You know? You know, as the analogy you always give about the beach and the city, you know, certain brothers walk, you know, the Lord, I don't want to say the Lord understands, but the walk is different for brothers, man. You know?
Some brothers are meant to tell you what the moist sand feel like.
Right.
Some brothers are meant to tell you what the view look like from higher away from the water. And then there's examples of men like we're watching that have been drowned in this water. We're watching somebody drown in the water the Lord don't want. You know, so that was kind of the analogy of it. Okay?
Because thou sayest, I am rich and increase with goods,
And that's what he's out there to get. That's why he wants a piece of that platform.
and have need of nothing, and knowest not that thou art wretched and miserable and poor and blind and naked.
Let me ask one something, right? What's the one thing we all need? There's two things. That's one of them. What's the other one? The main thing that we all need.
Everybody.
Yeah.
Well, I'm looking for a particular word. At the end of the day, that's gonna be the real clue. What's it? Salvation.
Yeah, salvation.
We all gonna need salvation. That should always be the foremost of what we're moving for. So the one that's giving salvation, should we be in line with that? Right? This guy just unaligned himself with that. But he's been unaligning himself with that. Read that verse again, bro.
I was gonna say mercy. You know, because at the end of the day, without
mercy.
that mercy, you're not getting salvation. You know?
You know what you said? Let me pull out the script real quick. Habakkuk 3:2. O Lord, I have heard thy speech and was afraid. O Lord, revise thy work in the midst of the years, and in the midst of the years make known. In wrath, remember mercy.
Please. But for him to remember mercy, you have to get his attention by a change of action.
That's it.
Okay?
And one of the ways you get the Most High to remember mercy when it comes to you, your soul, is to store up them treasures in heaven.
And a good report.
Hey, when you store up those treasures in heaven, the Lord will remember. He'll look upon those things, man. How was Cornelius remembered? He stored up those treasures. And the Lord visited him through that angel in that dream he had. So at the end of the day, your actions are being weighed. You know? So, hey, you want the Most High to remember mercy in the time of his wrath? Well, right now is the time to store up those treasures, man.
That's it.
For that day. You know? Like, you know what? This servant, he was sincere. He repented. He was humble. His works were sincere. He was charitable. You know what? I'm gonna spare my servant over here. I'm gonna do him no harm. He was even willing to accept his punishment. You know? But a nigga he's just heady and high-minded. You know, he got that puffed up spirit, but he's got all kind of skeletons. You know? What you think the Most High gonna do to that individual? Oh, he think I don't know. He think I ain't been watching. Like you got a child that's been fucking up in class. He ain't been doing his work. You know, he been cutting up at home. But then he all of a sudden want to come to his parents like, yeah, you know, hey, I went to bed when you told me last night.
So Christmas Eve or some shit.
Yeah.
Birthday.
I put up the food last night. You know. So
like you told me.
Right. And you don't think that your parents been viewing your behavior all this time? You've been fucking up in class. You know, bringing home failing grades. Like you just been doing what the hell you want to do. What you think so you think your parents gonna reward you good for that? You think that they gonna judge you based off the last things that you just did?
Your report.
Yeah.
You go back on your report card is
Nah, man.
all bad.
That's like somebody that's trying to come to the Lord with an offering after all his wickedness that he tried to, you know, keep in the closet, but he think that he's gonna appear with this offering, this sacrifice, and think that the Most High is gonna accept it. That's what them wicked niggas was doing. And the Lord said, man, I don't want none of that shit. You're a bunch of fucking adulterers, man, and idolaters. You a bunch of extortioners, and you commit usury on your brothers.
Yeah.
You know? You just slept with your friend's woman. Nah, man. That's why it pays to be humble, man. Humility. Self-examination, man. You know? Could you really come to the Lord and really like lift your head high to him? None of us can. None of us.
Righteousness is filthy rags.
Sirach 10:12. The beginning of pride is when one departed from the Most High, and his heart is turned away from his Maker. For pride is the beginning of sin, and he that hath it shall pour out abomination. And therefore the Lord brought upon them strange calamities and overthrew them utterly.
You got it.
Just like it say in Psalms 51, man, how a broken and a contrite spirit the Lord will not despise. That's something that's pleasing unto him. That contrition, which is the contrition is a broken spirit, that penitence. That comes from failing, from falling. But it's the mind of you knowing that you ain't nothing. You knowing that you need saving. You need mercy. That's the Lord know we in this flesh. But it's the mentality after the offense.
Exactly.
You don't have. Go ahead.
No, because I was gonna say what I think he was about to say. But that's what he does. He makes you go. He allows you. He don't make you, but he allows you to go off to see how you. I hate to use Rocky, but in the movie, he said it's not how hard you can hit, or it's how hard you can be hit and keep moving forward. That repentance is what it's really about. That spirit of repentance is what it's truly about, man. And then we're made imperfect, so we should understand that and always still come with our best foot forward. You know, we gonna be hit.
I was gonna say the scriptures tell you that the Most High don't tempt a man. He allows you to be tempted, but a man is
driven away.
enticed when he is drawn away of his own lust.
Yep.
You know, but that's a whole different level right there.
I got something.
Yeah.
So Sirach chapter 18 and verse 30. It says, "Go not after thy lust, but refrain thyself from thine appetites. If thou givest thy soul the desires that please her, she will make thee a laughing stock to thine enemies that malign thee." And who's the laughing stock right now? Who's the joke?
I was like,
Right?
Dude really became like a meme,
but
a humiliating meme in all of Israel, man.
but everybody joke.
People got nicknames, they got names for him. Like nobody really like respects you as how they the respect that you once had. You know you don't have that no more, man.
Respect gone.
You know, can't see you the same.
You know, coming back to that
No.
as a man.
Yeah, it's over.
And you know, act playing victim. Don't act like them receipts won't follow you over into that world that you go into. Them niggas will be more relentless on you. Them niggas will, bro, them niggas will be a lot worse.
Them
Man.
niggas will start Googling and looking shit up and pulling receipts and stuff. And
Yeah.
you know how
Whack 100, he'll really try to expose you.
that nigga has like he got like a team of researchers that Whack 100 where he finds and looks for dirt on niggas. So
Yeah.
Go get jail receipts, prison
Yeah.
receipts.
Your pagan receipts. Yeah,
Cooperated with the cops, all that.
you got pagan receipts.
Then like you say you're a Hoover, but you gotta get DP, man, for that.
For sure.
You gotta get yeah,
Hey, it's coming.
Oh yeah, they about it's coming.
If
Somebody gonna
let's say he hired him over there, right?
He's gonna do him dirty.
All them gangbangers like going up there.
Yeah.
Oh, one of these dudes is gonna test.
They're gonna test his
they gonna
ass.
press him.
They're gonna
Oh,
test
yeah.
his gangster.
It's coming. It's coming.
You from A. Trey Hoover, huh?
For sure.
Squabble up.
You might have that full extra might nub his ass.
Big Rex.
Hey,
You might nub his ass up, man.
and as he proclaimed, you know, he's not one of the Hebrew Israelites no more. I denounced that or whatever, right? But more so, the Lord is like, you got a nigga.
Away with it.
I was kind of looking out for you.
Yeah.
But now, you got it. Go figure it. Go. The same he did with Israel. Y'all don't need me. Go on. Y'all go figure it out. Look where we at now. You know what I mean? Like, not literally right in this moment, but you go back right
How
to
we were.
1970, you know, 1870.
Or look how Jake was without
Yeah,
Most
without
High,
power.
without the name,
Yeah.
without the covering.
So
You know,
you
Jake,
understand it
we was
without the
just
wisdom, yeah.
Jake was just susceptible, open to everything. And that's what do you think gonna happen to this dude? They say 7 more spirits.
Yep.
This nigga, he got 7 times. He got 49 spirits on him right now.
Legions.
Going on
Legions.
probably 100 more.
Yep.
You know, because when he indulges in that world, man, like with a demon like what's
So,
his name? Adam
so he ain't
22.
gonna hit the blunt now? Really?
Go add to
Shit
it.
that you wasn't doing in this. Them niggas gonna damn near require you to do.
Yeah. If you were around that type of company.
He had people to lift him up when he was among Israel. You go over there amongst these
Savage.
beasts, these
Yeah,
these demons out here, man.
Yeah.
Them industry niggas that you trying to
Appease.
accompany yourself with. There's no honor among thieves. There's no honor among those type of people. Them the shadiest people you can ever be around.
And he know.
You going really just wait.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Just wait. The Lord is allowing him to run over there because the Lord got something prepared.
Yeah.
They gonna do you hey man.
Might put the
See, you just got cussed out and exposed. These niggas in the world, they're different,
They're
man.
gonna kill you. They're gonna kill you.
They're different.
They put to
They
death.
feel like that no more.
Set you up.
Yeah.
They'll
bro.
set you up.
Put you to death.
Look what happened to this nigga Big U and Big Baby and all that.
Bro.
They will set you
They'll
up, bro.
use your ass.
Yeah.
Man.
They gonna take all your followers away.
Hey, you know what I'm thinking now?
Leave you out.
Now he the little homie.
Right.
They'll have you robbed. They'll have some YNs pull up on you.
Have some chick.
Them type of people, they don't care that you used to teach the Bible or that you claim to be a Hebrew Israelite, man. If you now identify yourself as this image, you gotta take everything that come with that now. And you talking about a demonic type of people, man. They will, man. These people don't care that you used to teach the Bible. Man.
They don't care. You lost respect on the right.
Now you don't have you don't have a real brotherhood that you can lean back on anymore.
Nope.
You would have
Fuck that off.
sincere well-being in order. It's a different world.
Get this precept, Ecclesiastes 4 and verse 10. It says, I'll start at 9. It says, 2 are better than 1 because they have a good reward for their labor. For if they fall, the one will lift up his fellow. But woe to him that is alone when he falleth. For he have not another to help him up.
Now, we saw Wack end up naked and beat up.
Yeah.
For whatever reason.
Yeah.
They don't respect you that way. And that's who you was trying to appease or get the approval of. So what do you think they're going to do to you? This is why it's a scary thing to fall into the hands of the Lord, man. You misstep in this thing and you fall out, or you find your way out, or however you perspective you look at it to get up out of here. It's still a certain way you got to walk, man. And it's on eggshells, like through a landmine field. It's scary.
Yeah, car.
That was the end of that precept. We hit the point.
I got something. It's Sirach chapter 23 and 18. It says, a man that breaketh wedlock, saying thus in his heart, who seeth me? I am compassed about with darkness. The walls cover me, and nobody seeth me. What need I to fear? The Most High will not remember my sins.
Yep. Oh, because I went to therapy.
Because I'm not a Hebrew Israelite no more, he's not going to watch me the same. He's going to let me get away with it.
Therapy means to heal. Yahweh Shah is the only healer. You're going to go to Esau to heal you? You know what I'm talking about. That nigga's lost.
I got a little more here. It says, such a man only feareth the eyes of men, and knoweth not that the eyes of the Lord are 10,000 times brighter than the sun.
That's why eventually shit will come out, man. It's too hot. Nothing secret that shall not be made manifest.
It's too hot.
You know? Eventually it'll all come out. That's why, hey, it's really better to confess it. If he would have got ahead of it all, of it getting exposed like it did, and he came out with humility and confessed himself, hey, that would have lessened the blow. But instead, he had to be the chief priest about it. So the impact was much worse. You didn't think the Lord paid attention, man.
I got more. It says, such a man only feareth the eyes of man, and knoweth not that the eyes of the Lord are 10,000 times brighter than the sun, beholding all the ways of men, and considering the most secret parts. He knew all things ere ever they were created, so also after they were perfected, he looked upon them all. It says, this man shall be punished in the streets of the city, and where he suspected not, he shall be taken. So that's what we're saying. You just, those platforms that you're trying to get hired from, surrounding yourself with these 2/3, the wicked, right?
Trying to hide himself.
Yep. Man,
that's like hiding in the midst of the other trees. You know?
Yep.
Well, they said they tried to hide in the midst of the trees in the garden. It's like he's trying to run from his shame.
Yeah.
Trying to hide behind these other niggas in the world, man. like the world got your back. Man,
Gonna stab you in the back.
this world's getting ready to pass away.
Right.
All them niggas is about to be destroyed. They all got a answer to Yahweh Shai, man.
Yep.
It says such a man shall be punished in the streets of the city, man.
When he don't expect it.
Yep.
I'm saying,
Like it's public.
you could be set up.
Yep.
These dudes ain't got no loyalty to you. These are demons.
Man.
They're devils.
I would never trust no snakes like Whack 100
Hell no.
or any of them industry demons.
You could look
I
at
wouldn't
it.
trust none of them.
Hell no.
Oh, bro.
I got a pre. Oh, someone has something? It's Ezekiel 3 and 20. Again, when a righteous man doeth turn from his righteousness and commit iniquity, and I lay a stumbling block before him, he shall die. Because thou hast not given him warning, he shall die in his sin, and his righteousness which he hath done shall not be remembered. But his blood will I require at thine hand.
Not on us. We told him. We repeatedly told him every offense.
Yeah, for years.
Yeah, but your righteousness, with the works that you think you've done, and you went out and prophesied, and it ain't gonna be remembered.
Right.
You turn your head on the plow.
Yeah.
Oh, that
You know?
nigga would be cold.